Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about how to write a successful CV. First of all, what is a CV? Another name for a CV is resume. A resume or a CV is basically an outline of your basic skills, employment history, and education. You write a CV when you want to apply for a job, so it's basically a marketing document. You are selling something. You are selling yourself. You have to convince the employer to hire you and not someone else. Now, there really isn't a good way to write a CV, except that you have to write it yourself. It must be brief, concise, accurate, and to the point. What are the most important aspects that your CV should include? Well, first of all, personal details, then education, work history or professional experience, skills, and maybe also references. Let's go through each of these one by one. Now, personal details would include your name, your address, your telephone number, and your email address. In other words, your contact details. It is not necessary to include your date of birth or your marital status or how many children you have. Under the Education and Qualifications section, you must include the full title of degree and the name of the school from which you have graduated. Don't forget to include the date and also a summary of subject that you have studied. If your grades were really good, include your grades. If your grades were not so good, don't do that. Now, in my opinion, your work experience section is the most important section of your CV. Keep it brief, accurate, and tailor it to the position that you are applying for. You must tailor this section of your CV to the job that you are applying for. So if you are applying for a finance position, emphasize skills that you have developed in the past, such as numeracy or problem-solving skills. If, however, you are applying for a sales position, then emphasize negotiating skills and sales skills. The usual skills to mention in this section are language skills, computing skills, and a driver's license if you have one. Under the language skills, mention which languages you speak and also the level at which you speak these languages. For example, conversational French or basic Spanish. If you have computing skills, detail those as well. Say that you know the Microsoft package, for example, or if you have any specific software that you know how to use, mention that as well. If you have a driver's license, say that you have a full, current, and clean driver's license. If you are a more mature candidate with lots of relevant skills, then a skills-based CV may work for you.
Ya habla.